Super Bowl.
The tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
It was Saquon Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. This makes it up to the 25. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
This is Henry on second. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. Up to the races, middle of the field. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards showing just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The extra point is up and through by a loop. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Shipley now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. He fields it from the 8. Ooh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a beautiful end to what was a really solid run back. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, here's Lamar. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Following the false start, here comes 2nd and 7. They'll run here following the penalty. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Looking quickly here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens trim the lead to 1. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. That, without a doubt, Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen, and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in a memorable touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to see that again and again and again on replays after this game, probably on TV all week long. Quite the effort from somebody who proved he could be quite the runner when called upon.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Get some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead on the first play of the drive. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Baltimore running its offense out now. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry it. And every bit of you wants, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in rhythm and play your game.
It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield and has him set up now at the 35. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 1-point game. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find David.
Friends is having kids, and what's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a life with no love?
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Shipley now to return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On first down, Hurts. Well, right side, caught by Smith. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time the sideline saved him and his team.
First down, run with Barkley. Keeps himself upright. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles break the tie here in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 21.
kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. Shoves one away. And that return ends as he goes out of bounds. That gave them great field position down inside the 30.
10 times, Kate. The kickoff's been brought back for a touchdown in the greatest game of the year 10 times, and for a moment, I think we all thought we were watching number 11. That certainly was a Super Bowl moment and a great return, even if it didn't reach the end zone.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Straight in the center of the field. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Four downs to... Henry. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Ravens cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Okay, to put this first quarter in perspective a little bit, add a little context. You know what the single season rushing touchdown record is? 28. 28 in 17 games. Well, LT did in 16 back in the day, but he's got 2 already here in the first quarter.
And the Ravens tie us up 28-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shipley now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Smith. Galloping inside the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 38 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by the versatile All-Pro, Kyle Hamilton.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Great.
Hurts now from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Well, they are definitely being aggressive here on the big stage. They're going for it on 4th down early. They'll go. Hurts. Escapes out to the left. Taking a chance to the end zone. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. First and 10 from the 32. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. And on his side, had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way. Santa Clara coming up.
DC ready?
Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Running once more with Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving